Hey everybody, welcome back to my book chat channel. So, to make up for the lack of reviews last week, I've opted to do 3 book reviews this week. So, we're going to start bright and early on a Monday morning, and we're going to start with Sorcery of Thorns by Margaret Rogerson. I hope I'm pronouncing that properly. So, as per usual, we're going to go through the small synopsis and then go from there. All sorcerers are evil. Elizabeth has known that as long as she has known anything. Raised as a foundling in one of the Astomira's great libraries, Elizabeth has grown up among the tools of sorcery, magical grimoires that whisper on shelves and rattle beneath iron chains. If provoked, they transform into gruesome or grotesque monsters of ink and leather. She hopes to become a warden, charged with protecting the kingdom from their power. Then an act of sabotage releases the library's most dangerous grimoire. Elizabeth's desperate intervention implicates her in the crime, and she is torn from her home to face justice in the capital. With no one to turn to but her sworn enemy, the sorcerer Nathaniel Thorn, and his mysterious demonic servant, she finds herself entangled in a centuries-old conspiracy. Not only could the great libraries go up in flames, but the world along with them. As her alliance with Nathaniel grows stronger, Elizabeth starts to question everything she's been taught. About sorcerers, about the libraries she loves, even about herself. For Elizabeth has a power she has never guessed, and a future she could never have imagined. So, I read this book a little while ago, and as I was going through the books that I have read recently, I realized that I never did a review for it, which was unfortunate because I really, really enjoyed this particular story. I thought it was very much a different read than my normal. I really enjoy a story with magic and some mystery and just some different elements into it. And of course, just a touch of the different various relationships in there as well. The subtle hints of a romance and intrigue to all the different shades of gray that go with people within stories, especially stories like this, where there's a lot of sabotage and you just never really know what's going to happen next. I found this book to be very intriguing. I found it a very quick and easy pace to read. I found that the story was well described, and I found that I was able to relate with the characters fairly easy, and as well as get into the world of this story relatively easy. Overall, I found it was just a very fun read, and I'd love to read more books like this, as I am discovering there are quite a few, so I've got a bit of a list going that I intend to investigate at some point here in the future. But I read this via audiobook, and it was a very enjoyable story, and I would definitely recommend it if you're looking for something just a little bit on the different side. It had a lot of magical elements to it. I love the library side of it. I really liked all the different variations to all the different characters and just the situation in which, is put together. I try not to give anything away, so I really enjoy the relationship between Elizabeth and Nathaniel. Actually, I get quite a bit of humor out of it. And then, of course, there's lots of mystery too that goes on. And I definitely found that this book, while some may think it might be a little predictable, I actually found that it wasn't. There was definitely some events and things that went on that I wouldn't have predicted. So overall, I'd say it was a really well-rounded story. And I definitely have rated this book a 5 out of 5 stars, as it's definitely one that I would reread. And as I said, I am seeking out more books like this. So I thank you all so much for your patience in lack of reviews last week. As you can hear, my voice isn't totally back to normal yet. but it is getting there. So, on that note, I hope you all have a wonderful start to your week, and I'll be back soon with another book review. Happy reading, everyone.